Hello everyone, this is The Last Word and I'm Maria Shakil. The caste census has been announced and what is playing out is on expected lines. The credit war. What next is the question that we ask on the show tonight. Quota in the private sector and the vexed question of the 50% quota cap that still remains. The India bloc claims that it will force the BJP to ensure that cap is also removed. But what about the equal opportunity debate? Lots playing out. It was a day of press conference versus press conference. I'm going to give you a recap of all that has happened today. But first, let me get opening comments from Shama Mohammed and Guru Prakash Paswan. Guru Prakash Paswan, it's not very long ago, in fact, just 3-4 years ago, that on July 20th, 2021, in a parliament question, Minister of State for Home Affairs Nityanand Rai had said that the government of India has decided as a matter of policy not to enumerate caste-wise population other than SCs and STs in census. So how is the opposition, particularly the Congress, wrong in claiming that they have forced your hands into this decision?
Maria, I would like you to go back a bit more to 2009, when for the first time caste census was being discussed, when for the first time caste census was in conversation. It was our leader, former minister, who is unfortunately no longer with us, Gopinath Mundeji, on the floor of the House, has categorically demanded for a caste census. Come to 2023 October, Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah has categorically said, highly addressed to the people of the country, that the technical requirements, the logistical requirements are being taken care of. On the 100 days completion of our government, Modi 3, NDA 3, we saw that Home Minister Amit Shah made a promise to the people of India that there will be caste census. What we have done yesterday, it is nothing but a promise that has been fulfilled. On the other hand, I can give you countless statements by Congress leadership. 2010, P. Chidambaram on the floor of the House has said that caste enumeration is technically impossible. Mr. Jairam Ramesh, so late as 2015, even after NDA government came into existence, Mr. Jairam Ramesh has said, and I quote, that caste census cannot be done. M. Virappa Moily on multiple occasions has said that caste census is not possible. You leave that, you look at historically, Mr. Jawaharlal Nehru, while writing a letter to Chief Minister, has opposed reservation. It is his words that I quote, that I oppose reservation of any kind. Mr. Rahul Gandhi's father, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, 1990 on the floor of the House, has opposed the recommendation of Mandal Commission. He has said, and I quote, that you will push the country on the edge of a civil war. We have to understand, Maria, that the Congress party stands exposed today for their hypocrisy and double standards.
Okay.
It is the same Congress party that even opposed when for the first time an Adivasi ki beti was being nominated for the President of India. It was the Congress party leadership.
Guru, let me take
Mr.
opening
Adil
comments
Ranjan
also from
Chaudhary.
Shama Mohammed. And I'm going to remind her of history again here. Because when it is about credit taking, can any of the parties claim it? Because in 2010, Shama Mohammed, the then Prime Minister, late Dr. Manmohan Singh, had assured the Lok Sabha that the matter of caste census would be considered in the cabinet. There was a GOM which was set up as well. Most political parties wanted caste census, but the Congress did not go ahead with it because what was missing was political intent, which has been displayed by this government.
And I find this is a joke, a hardcore joke. I mean, here is a BJP spokesperson claiming credit for something Rahul Gandhi has been relentlessly, for the last 2 years, relentlessly talking about in every speech. And you people had called it, even the Prime Minister of India said, urban Naxal thought. Batenge to katenge. Ek hai to safe hai. Shut your mouth. I'm talking. Did I interrupt?
Rajiv Gandhi.
Have some decency. Maria, I'm not going to take part in debates where you scold me for interrupting and this guy is going on interrupting. I don't want him to interrupt.
Madam, please continue.
Yeah.
You
So
should be careful of your words, Shama. Thank you.
I said, shut your mouth. I'm going to repeat
No,
it.
Shama, you can't say that either.
No, then he keeps interrupting.
you can't say that
No, he
either,
can't
Shama.
interrupt me. He can't interrupt me.
I'm going to
Shut your
request
mouth.
him
Shut your mouth.
No, I'm going to
He has to
request
shut his
him, but
mouth
you
when
will
I'm
not use
talking.
those words either on my panel discussion.
Shut your
Please
mouth.
go ahead. Make
I
your
will say,
point.
shut your
Make
mouth.
your
Shut
point,
your
ma'am.
mouth. Shut your mouth.
Make
Now
your
let me see.
point.
Feudalism of Congress party.
Let me
Thank you so
speak.
much for exposing the
No.
Congress party. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Shut your mouth. Will you shut your mouth?
Yeah. You cannot accept Adivasi
Okay,
betis.
How do you
Shama
so
Mohammed,
upset?
please,
You're so
please
upset, my
use
dear.
the right words on my show. I do not approve of these words. You'll be making your point without shutting the other person down. Please go ahead.
But the other person continues to
Please
talk.
go
and you
ahead,
don't say a
ma'am.
word to him to tell him to stop talking.
Please go ahead, ma'am.
BJP spokesperson, don't call me.
Go ahead.
I do not like that. All right.
Please.
Now, there has been Rahul Gandhi for the last 2 years relentlessly campaigning for this. All right. And the Prime Minister of India said this is an urban Naxal thought. Like you said, on the floor of the House in 2021, Nitendra Rai comes and says that we will not enumerate caste-wise population except for SC/ST. That's on the floor of the House. Now, every time something like this happens, you go back to 2010. First and foremost, Mr. Chidambaram did not say that. The person over here is lying. In 2011, we did a caste census. We did it. And of course, the report could not be out because by this time, the present government came. Now, my question to him is that you were in power for the last 11 years. You could have taken out the caste census, which we did. The report was with you in the government. You could have just put it out. Mr. Modi had 10 long years, but every time he shot it down. We remember in 2017 what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat said. Reservation has to be removed. Now, how do you explain that? When you remember the last election, both Haryana as well as Maharashtra, Ek Hai To Safe Hai, how they went against the caste census. They did a kind of a poll survey and found out that 70% of India wants a caste census. And that is why they're going ahead. The thing with us is in 2019, Rajnath Singh also said we will do a caste census, but they did not do. Now again, Mr. Modi says we will do a caste census because he sees an elections coming up. And he thinks that, when we say that, it will happen. But the problem is there is no time frame. It's going to be like the women's reservation bill. When are you going to do it? Will you do it or not do it? Announcements will not work because when we say something like in Telangana, we did a caste survey.
Guru Prakash Paswan, I'm coming to you now, particularly to do with the reservation cap of 50%. Will that be removed pan-India? That's a vexed question. And of course, the question of the timeline.
When a Prime Minister of India, Maria, writes a letter to Chief Ministers and says this categorically that I oppose reservation of any kind. This is Prime Minister Nehru in 1961, writing to all the Chief Ministers. When Leader of Opposition Rajiv Gandhi on the floor of the House says that you are pushing the country on the brink of a civil war, we have to understand that the Congress party leadership is an entitled, privileged and the neo-feudal. They represent neo-feudalism. They did not accept. They cannot tolerate or digest the fact that an Adivasi ki beti has reached the highest constitutional office today. The Congress leader, Mani Shankar Iyer, has said they cannot accept the fact that a man from humble background, extremely backward caste, Mani Shankar Iyer had the audacity to say, "Aap aiye yahan chai bechiye." Now we can see who is doing what. We still remember Congress party leadership treating their own Kumari Shelja, a Dalit woman. We saw what happened in Delhi. We saw what happened in Maharashtra. We saw what happened in Haryana. Congress party cannot treat their own Dalits with respect and recognition. Mr. Babu Jagjivan Ram, the former Deputy Prime Minister, has to say, because of the Congress party, a Dalit can never become the Prime Minister of the country. We still remember Sitaram Kesri. Maria, the reason I'm recounting all these anecdotes, we have to understand that the Congress party is a deeply structural, hierarchical, anti-Dalit political party. They are speaking of share in power. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, wherever he goes, kahan hai SC/ST OBC? Kahan hai SC/ST OBC? You are in power in so many states. How many SC/ST OBC did you make the chief ministers? We got the opportunity. In Odisha, Adivasi chief minister. In Chhattisgarh, Adivasi chief minister. In Madhya Pradesh, a Dalit deputy chief minister. In Rajasthan, a Dalit deputy chief minister. But you, whenever you get the opportunity, you just push out Dalits, you push out OBC and the marginalized section. The Congress party, like I said, remain a highly feudalistic organization who cannot move beyond one family. All the relevant positions are reserved only for one family. We have to understand the Congress party today is a highly exclusivist organization and they cannot see an actual Dalit, an actual Adivasi, an actual OBC rising from the ashes and being a stakeholder in the structure of power.
Okay.
Can I come in? Can I come in?
Yes, Shama, because the Congress government decided to conduct only a survey instead of caste census. And as you pointed out that, the 2011 caste census data was not published, but you were in power till 2014.
Yeah, so it takes time, Maria, to do a caste census. One, he was going on boasting about things. Have you had a BJP president who's a Dalit? You're sitting here and boasting and boasting and boasting.
Maria.
We have Dalit president. We were the ones who got the first president of India who's a Dalit, first speaker, a Dalit speaker to the parliament. You did not. So we can go on about how we have uplifted the Dalit. When reservations came in the beginning, it was our party which got it in. When the Mandal Commission, 27% for OBCs in government jobs, which government was all over India to enforce it? The Congress government. Where was BJP in the dustbin at that point of time? So they were not even existing. They must have had some 2-3 seats. So we enforced whatever was there. Now, what do? You take away Dalits' rights. Adivasis, money given to them, funds have been completely taken away. Their forest land has been destroyed in Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, everywhere you're getting in. So this is what you all do. The forest rights, when was it gotten? During the UPA time. Remember that? So we have always stood by that. And very simple thing. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, when the Bihar caste survey or caste census came out, he said, the opposition is trying to divide the country in the name of caste. See, these are not my words. It's the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi. So I'm not talking about anybody else. They say he said clearly they were playing with emotions. Now, why does he come suddenly? We know that he came back from Saudi Arabia. He has not gone to Pahalgam. Normally a prime minister or president, when a terrorist attack happens, first they visit the injured there, they go to the site there. Then they address the nation, and then he would be present for an all-party meet. What does the Prime Minister of India go? To Bihar rally. There is elections in October. And what is this about? Where is the election? A state where caste is very important. A survey was done, and 80% wants this caste census to be done. And when they did a caste survey in Bihar, 88% of people who earn less than 6,000 was SC/STs and OBC. So, of course, there is disparity. And Rahul Gandhi has told one other thing, very important. You've been pointing fingers at Jawaharlal Nehru, Rajiv Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi admitted there has been mistakes from our side and we want to correct it. See, he is a man who's big-hearted. He's a true leader. And when he speaks about something, he does it. That's the difference between him and Narendra Modi. You people promised MSP will be cost plus 50%. What happened to that? Mukul Rohtagi in 2015 said, we cannot do it, to the Supreme Court. In 2017, on the floor of the House, Jaitley ji, what did he say? Oh, we cannot do Karza Maafi of the farmers. Sorry, we said that in our manifesto, we cannot. And this is another one of the announcements which is not going to be done because you are not giving the timeline. Where is the timeline and what was the budget? 566 crores was there in the budget 2024-25. You need more than 8,000 crores to do it. So definitely there is no intent. The intent is only one thing, the election in October. So you just announce it and you think you can do away with. We want a timeline. We want the cap to go above 50% and also in private institutions, there will be reservation. You need to answer to us the timeline. Why don't you tell us the timeline here, Guru Prakash ji? You're sitting here and giving, or you go to the past. I'm not going to the past because I believe in the present and the future. Okay. So why don't you tell us what is the timeline? When are you going to do it? And we know today, everybody's admitted it is Rahul Gandhi. It is because of Rahul Gandhi, Narendra Modi has announced.
But how will it be implemented is the question. And the first, test ground would be Bihar, Guru Prakash Paswan, from where you come and from where I come as well. So I want to understand, of course, the political implications aside, the larger question is also about the equal opportunity debate.
No, Maria, I was patiently listening to the Congress spokesperson, and I think in the heat of the moment, so many factual inaccuracies were presented. They said they made the first Dalit speaker. Excuse me, who was the first Dalit speaker? It wasn't Meera Kumar. It was GMC Balyogi who was the first Dalit speaker under NDA government during the Prime Ministership of Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji. This is what happens when a feudal, arrogant Congress party leadership comes and speaks of social justice issue. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, madam. Thank you so much. Sure, you have to understand
No,
that for the first
I will
time,
not allow
the Congress
that
party's
either.
arrogant.
You know,
No,
this
she
is
said
wrong.
it. She said it. Maria,
No, Guru,
Maria,
this
she
is
said it.
wrong.
Thank
You
so
will
much.
not tell
It's now
any
equal.
panelist
No,
of
no, she
mine
said it.
to shut up.
Maria,
That's
she
not
said it.
allowed.
Maria, I did not start it. Maria, I did not start
No,
it.
I had
Thank you so
corrected
much.
her, so I'm telling you
I
this
did
is not allowed on
Thank
my
you so much,
discussions.
and you have mentioned it to me once. Thank you so much. We have to understand that the factual inaccuracies that the Congress party leadership has been constantly bringing out, they are not even aware of the first Dalit speaker. This shows the insensitivity of the Congress party, Maria. This was exactly the right thing which was pointed out by Ambedkar. They could not accept Ambedkar. Where was Ambedkar? He was given Bharat Ratna only in 1992 because the Congress party was busy in glorifying and demigodifying Nehru, Indira Gandhi. What Nehru could not do, what Indira Gandhi could not do, what Rajiv Gandhi could not do, a man from humble background, a man who actually understands caste differences, a man who comes from an extremely backward class, had the courage, had the moral courage to do. The Congress party can only speak of it. Mr. Rahul Gandhi will do, but will not take care of Kumari Shelja. Mr. Rahul Gandhi will insult Mallikarjun Kharge. Mr. Rahul Gandhi will not give any Dalit leadership. How many Dalit presidents? How many Dalit ministers? Absolutely nothing. I have to understand that the Bihar election that we're talking about, Maria, the Congress party exists nowhere in Bihar. The Congress party, you look at the number of MLAs, you look at the number of district presidents, the Congress party has a very marginal presence when it comes to Bihar. They are rallying on the shoulders of the Rashtriya Janata Dal. We have to understand, one point is clear, that social justice cannot be a domain of one political party.
All right,
Social
Guru
justice
Prakash
cannot be a
Paswan
domain of one political family.
and Shama Mohammed, really appreciate your time here on this discussion, and I would have really wanted if you would have maintained the decorum, and that applies to both of you. Thank you so much.